Hello, the internet. Welcome back to the Waifus. I'm Sefhi, and today we're with episode 8, I believe, of Reworks and buff for all characters so they could become a little bit more relevant. Then in this series, we talk about, all characters that kind of suck and could get some love. And this time, we're not talking about D, we're talking about Mary. But I wanted to show the new D because just look at this. Okay, so first of all, look at this. Pretty big, pretty amazing, good belly, good dress. There is no way normal D under that vest, it is so tight that she's hiding all of this. Now, I'm not complaining. I think this is a good buff. I am not complaining, so there is nothing to be sad about. In fact, we should celebrate. We're getting a really good-looking character, and if the information is correct, she's gonna be a must pull. We'll talk about that when the official kit drops. That said, let's focus, Sefhi. Let's focus. We're gonna be talking about Mary today, not the Mary we all love, which is Summer Mary. I think this is one of the best MLB backgrounds in the game, but we're gonna be talking about OG Mary because she kind of sucks. This series is where we talk, old characters that their kids kind of are bad or unusable, how we would fix them or how we could make them more relevant. Making them more relevant doesn't mean making them meta, right? It just means making them more usable for people who love those characters, since there is no reason to be using her on literally any team. The only, we could say, case scenario would be a new player that has less than 10 SSRs, right? But other than that, there is no situation where she's kind of usable. That's it. Before we start, we're going to be live later. Come say hello, links in the description. Leave a like, subscribe. And once again, welcome back to the internet. Today on Reworks and buff, we're going to be talking about Mary, OG character, shotgun, 40 seconds, supporter, Tetra, water. What does she do? Why is she bad? Why is she good? So let's start with the skill number 1. CPR activates when the last bullet hits the target, affects one ally with the lowest HP percentage, recovering HP. Now we see this already the first problem. Most of the newer healers do not heal only one target. They are healing 2, 3, the whole team. They don't heal just one character. So this is the first thing, that the treasure, if Mary gets a treasure weapon, it would be nice if it changes how many units it affects the skill 1. So that could be one of the possible things to improve in there, right? Now we have also a skill number 2, which is nursing. Activates when entering full burst, affects all allies, increasing HP potency. This is like a double-edged sword because HP potency is nice when you have a good healer that can constantly provide heals to increase the efficiency of those heals, right? Pretty simple. That's what HP potency does. The problem is she's only healing one character, every time she reloads and every 40 seconds with her body skill to everyone. So outside of her burst, which is every other rotation, she's not making any use of the HP potency. Now, if you were to pair her with another B1 20-second healer, then this makes sense because they can both take advantage of the HP potency. The thing is, why would you even consider doing that? Because if you are running 2 healers, that means you need at least 2 DPSs. Where are your buffs coming from? It's not an optimal setup. Most of the time, you run one healer that can also buff or do something else or be a really, really good healer, or you run no heals at all, that we've seen a lot with the, private heroic teams. So personally, I think this will be fixable either with 2 changes, either making the burst skill 20 seconds or making this also have something else that is doing when entering full burst, because only increasing HP potency makes not a lot of sense, because the biggest issue is that a skill 2 outside of her burst is useless because it's when she is healing everyone. For a skill 1, this doesn't really affect. And now let's talk about the burst skill, because I think this is also an interesting one. So 40 seconds, like we were saying, burst 1 recovers 40% of casters' final max HP as HP. This is really good. The issue is at 40 seconds. And then she also, when she is above 50% HP, she increases defense for all allies. Defense in this game, as you all know, not super useful. Not the best stat, let's say, right? So why does she suck? Once again, 40 seconds. She only has one skill, which is a skill 1. A skill 2 doesn't work outside of when she is bursting, or unless you fuck up your team composition and have a double healer. So let's compare her to other healers so you can see what I mean by the newer units being a lot better than what she's providing. And let's start with Marciana, which is one of my favorite characters. I don't even need to go to like a skill number 10. So activates when the last bullet hits the target, affects all allies. At level 5, affects all allies and is recovering the same amount as Mary at level 10, only affecting 1 unit. And she also increases HP potency to 2 allies. So this is the whole Mary kit in just one skill, so you can put into perspective how bad the old kits are. Now, Again, maybe the treasure system fixes this. We'll see when it drops. I think we all have mixed feelings about this, so I will stop talking or criticizing it too much until we actually get it. But yeah, now we have also skill number 2, which is when using a burst, just like Mary. But this affects all allies. It's on every rotation because she can burst, and it's healing everyone, all allies. So she's doing literally more than Mary just with one skill. Skill number 2 is better than the burst from Mary, right? And you can use it on every rotation. So I will never understand why they refuse to just change some of the old kits. And yeah, we can also link this with the treasure, but again, we'll wait and see how that works. And then let's move into a Teacher's Grace, her burst skill, because she has the storage functionality, which is super good, and she also increases defense just like Mary. This is literally Mary on crack 10 times, right? Mary is like literally bottom of the tier list, and then Miss Mars is one of the best healers we have currently when we don't talk about, you know, the best duos with the schoolgirls and the bunnies. So when it comes to those old units, Mary include, it's a pity because they are characters that really look good, that people love them, but there is not enough reasons to justify, you know, investing in them or using them at all. Now, once again, I don't think now we need a rework or a buff itself. I think now the treasures will be able to change this systems and these characters. It would be nice if we get treasures that can also change the cooldown times from the old units. The original cast of characters in Nikke, for those of you who don't know, one of the things is that a lot of them are 40 seconds with useless kits. I never understood this, and then, you know, more characters are coming out that are better. So we'll see how this plays out over the long term, because if a year or 2 years after Nikke release we're getting characters that are twice as good as the original ones, what are we getting in another year, in 2 years, right? So this is some questions that we'll see over time, what's going on with Shift Up, what their plans are, and what progression systems will get to fix those problems. Once again, I'm a little bit skeptical when it comes to the systems, but we have to wait and see. That said, it's a pity that many kids it's so bad. Honestly, if she was 22nd, there would be at least a reason to use her, even though her heals, in comparison to anything else we've gotten recently, is bad, but at least there will be a case. That said, do let me know in the comments though, how would you like the treasure for Mary if she gets one to change her skill set, or how would you change how she works in order to make her more usable? Again, she doesn't need to be meta, just more usable. That said, that's gonna be it for this video. Just wanted to talk a little bit about Mary. Thank you for coming. Good luck with your pull and your rates. I'll see you in the next one. 役立たずは楽園から追放するのみ。ブランとノワールのショータイムです。天地万物を切るとはこういうことです。